tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for Jaren Jackson.
Unfortunately, his block numbers have been going down the last couple seasons. Offensive players seem to have figured out ways to get around him to limit his impact.
Now a look at Memphis's starting group. Santi Aldama is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Jalen Wells. Then it's Morant. And for Los Angeles, in the forward slots, we'll see Leonard and Collins. Harden in the backcourt with Dunn to his side. And it's Zubac in at the center. And like everyone else, GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
Dunn misses. And here's Morant. Jackson a screen on Zubac. Morant with a wide open look. No good with the triple. On the wing, Harden. Covered by Wells. Up top, Leonard shoots. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Leonard's got the opening field goal of the game for Los Angeles. Back to Morant. Stolen by Zubac. Here's Leonard. Tries again, and it's Zubac laying it in.
And Zubac is somebody you've got to keep off the glass, because when you don't, he's wreaking havoc on you.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Fires for three, and it's Jaren Jackson with the three.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Well, with Zubac, obviously, Clark, you're getting strength, but he's underrated when it comes to skill. Good passer and nice ball skills.
Kevin, I like his little jump hook in the post. He's got a nice little touch with the push shot in there. He can get it done anywhere in the paint. You know, he knows exactly when to look for and take his shots. His IQ playing inside is as good as it gets.
Yeah, that's the endless energy of Ja Morant. There's no denying that man.
Well, for Memphis, their last game a loss to Utah. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Jaren Jackson Jr. was the topic, and Coach was impressed by the tape. He said, the more I watch of Jaren, the more I'm convinced he's the best defensive player in the league. He does so much for their team, and we're going to have to be hyper-aware of his weak side help tonight. Coach isn't alone on that appraisal. Back to you, Kevin.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. And here's Morant. Kawhi Leonard getting his three to go. Aldama passes to Wells. Down low. Here's Morant. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 5. That one doesn't drop. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Aldama passes to Jackson. The shot, no good. Excellent defense there from Zubac. Leonard finds Collins. Rebounded by Jackson.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Now here's Morant. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing, and he gets the bucket. Jackson's got 5.
And he is a huge presence inside at both ends. Jackson's a great asset to have in the post.
There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Leonard dishes to Collins. Pass to Zubac. Wants to get it to Collins and does. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And it's Morant missing.
Nice effort anyway to change his shot and get around the defender. Maybe next time.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Clippers on top. They lead by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Backcourt of Harden and Bogdanovic. Brook Lopez is out there with Brown, and it's Batum in at the 3. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now here's Harden, providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. Batum, good.
Far from just a perimeter shooter. I like seeing Batum go to work in the painted area.
People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
Clippers leading by 4. Here's Harden on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Pass to Brown. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Used all 7 feet and about 1/3 of a ton to get that one up and down.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
He's checked in for Brown. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Grizzlies. They're down in 9th place so far, still early in the season. And, of course, Los Angeles, 5 games behind.
And you know, for Los Angeles,
they haven't looked anything like the team we thought they'd be this year. Still such a long way to go. They could be in line for a long, tumultuous season.
Yeah, that's the sense you get, isn't it? I mean, the important thing is that they don't panic here. Stick to the basics and work out of this slump without trying to do too much at one time.
One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Yeah, passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in LA, they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. There's 1:54 left to play here in the half. From deep, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was played in Memphis.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, sloppy play, sabotage. I mean, they'll have to be much more focused this time around.
Now, here's Wells. Nicholas Batum unable to get his shot to go. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Grizzlies last season retired the jersey number of the grind father, defensive ace Tony Allen, the player who coined the grit and grind motto that came to define the franchise in the 2010s. Allen was a perennial all-defense selection in Memphis, and his hard-nosed play set the tone. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Lopez. Collins comes in for Nicholas Batum. Chris Dunn's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Sanders subbed in for James Harden. Memphis also making some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Jock Landale. And Santi Aldama is subbed in for Gigi Jackson. Now here's Morant. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game.
Well, he's kind of deflating their chances, and I know he really wants to help the team, but this is not the way to go about it.
Zubats with the screen for Sanders. And it's good, 2 points. Zubats has got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Sanders against Morant. Pass to Aldama. Now Morant to stop the run. And the rejection by Zubats. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
I'm joined by Clippers head coach Ty Lue. And coach, when Kawhi Leonard comes out like he has tonight, what's the overall impact?
It impacts our team. I think, everything opens up. Guys are less on edge. And when he starts like this, it gives us a great momentum going into the game. So we like what he's doing right now. Now we got to build on it.
When you have a player like that, you follow his lead. Thanks, coach.
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime. And we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give. They're measuring up the shot. Yeah, let's hear it for the participant.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Los Angeles Clippers.
When you play the right way and you're patient, you usually come out on top.
Yeah, you love a team that will work, sometimes deep into the clock for their shots. Man, that's great.
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
And for that game against the Thunder, this is a proving ground game, a benchmark challenge. Anytime you go against the numero uno in the league, you gotta come full strength. Do they have enough firepower to pull off the W? It's gonna be tough.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. When you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Starting the second half, here's Tomas Isolos's foul. They've got Jalen Wells. Santi Aldama is out there with Jackson. Then it's Morant.
Zubats really has a good feel and understanding of how to work off of the screen. He can run these sets virtually in his sleep.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 13. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Now here's Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Teardrop shot, and he lays it up and in. Morant's got his second basket of the game.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Harden surveying the D. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Dunn. This one for three. The offensive rebound. Zubac. Harden kicks to Dunn. Zubac with the screen for Dunn. And the dunk by Zubac.
Zubac doing major damage. Check that rim out, folks.
The Grizzlies trail by 13.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Here is the list of players with the most boards in the league this month. The NBA's leading rebounders. Number 1, Ivica Zubac.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
Back to Morant. High post, Jackson. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Excellent defense there from Zubac. Dunn finds Harden. Collins a screen on Morant. Harden up top. Guarded by Morant. No good. Shot missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. James Harden is very comfortable at the controls of the Clippers offense, and Coach Ty Lue said he sees the game how I see it, from a point guard's point of view, a coach's point of view. How teams are playing us defensively, how we can capitalize and take advantage of it. Guys, back to you.
A tremendous IQ. Wow. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Here's Leonard. The Grizzlies making the shot. Good. Kawhi working near the hoop.
I like Leonard's shot right there. He's very comfortable from that distance.
Morant drives in. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Clippers leading by 13. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball.
And that's one more key to their lead, guys. I mean, they're creating opportunities for each other and not the other team.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Brook Lopez is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Collins. And it's Bogdanovic in for Dunn.
Well, he's got a paint stroke. That one almost dropped.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lopez sets a screen for Harden. Fires at the elbow. That one's not going to go.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back to the action in just a minute. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with Coach Tyronn Lue.
You got to make the right play like you've been doing all night, all right? If they're going to try to help and tag, you got to make the right play, finish, or make the right pass, all right?
Well, you know what, Greg? You got to like what Coach Ty Lue is saying, telling his guys to take what they see.
I mean, keep it simple. Don't rush it. Let's just stay focused. Really good advice.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Christie is out there with Harden. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Batum. And it's Bogdanovic in at the small forward. Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Here's Christie. Lopez right side. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Looking to end his cold spell. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubats is checked in for Lopez. John Collins comes in for Nicholas Batum. Leonard, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Christie. Now Jackson. Puts it up. That's good from 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Harden after the basket by Jaren Jackson. Here's Leonard. Shot clock at 6. From 15 feet away, the shot misses. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Morant right side. Shot from 12. Rebounded by Zubats. And it's Harden with the ball for the Clippers. Looking to get on the board here in the 4th still. Jackson with it. And it's Harden picking him up. And stolen by Leonard. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Collins. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Decent look from mid-range for sure, but that's not really his shot.
Now Harden. 1:35 left to play here in the 4th. Clock at 6. Leonard inside, guarded by Jackson. 2 points! That one goes!
Boy, most of these guys have that internal clock working, and with Kawhi's skill, my goodness, that's dangerous.
Morant outside. And stolen by Dunn.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Los Angeles.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And really, they finally got something good to happen against this team. The last 2 games they faced them weren't nearly as productive.
That's right. I mean, they'll now be 1-2 against them this season. They'll face them once more, so they could end up with a split in those 4 games.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Zubats.
Well, I thought the job he did on the glass was absolutely terrific. Extremely physical. He left it all out there tonight.
Now, here's Sanders. Bogdanovic looking around. Outside, Christie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 12. Oh, the jumper goes.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Kawhi, you were in peak form tonight. How fun is it to control a game like that?
Definitely, you know, basketball is fun, and it's just amazing that I was able to get to this point, and I have a coaching staff, guys with me that push me every day.
Got to keep the fun in the game, guys.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Ivica Zubats.